In this video I'm going to demo doing clamshells. This one is designed by Gina Perkes. The clamshells are 1 inches. They finish off at about 1 3/8. And I'm using a smaller one just for video purposes. It'll be easier to see rather than if I were doing large ones. I love doing the small ones. There's a place for all of them. Gina has 1 and 2 inch clamshells. I have 3 and 4 inch. And the reverse side of our rulers have other designs. So you actually get 2 rulers in one with these. On this ruler, you're going to notice we have a registration line across our clamshell, and we have X's here. These are going to guide us as we do our rows. So I'm going to make the first pass. I am in stitch regulated mode because I am doing ruler work. What I love about these is they're made for the hopping foot that is a 1/2 inch across from when you're quilting, to where some of them that I have are made a little bit larger, to where there's wiggle room in between, to where I would get this. So what we're doing here is we're going to put our X at the bottom of our dip on the clamshell. We're going to take these registration lines across here, and we're going to line them across our top. And I traveled up, and now I'll just follow through. If you're not comfortable traveling across the length of the ruler, just do a few and move it, because you're going to be moving this ruler back and forth when you're going across a quilt. I do use a little spray base on the back of my rulers to kind of help keep them from wobbling as I quilt. I have got my X at the registration mark here. I've got my lines at the top of the clamshell. So I'm just going to kind of work back and forth. I stitched out a little block. Travel up. So I'm traveling to get my X and my lines in line. Kind of like crossing your T's and dotting your I's. There's 2 things that you want to be doing. Now I do travel across my ruler, but I also travel my hand across as I'm doing it, because I don't want my ruler to be jumping around. I am using base plate. When you do ruler work, you do need a base plate. Okay, here I'm off just a little bit. It's not much, but I'm going to travel up, just a couple of stitches. So the ruler moved over a little bit to the left, and now I'm back on track again. And just know that your X's here may not always be perfectly positioned, but it's okay, because you're working in this area. If you have to adjust a little bit, either way, up or down, it works. Because once you get this block done or the whole quilt done, no one is ever going to see where you had to make the adjustments. And believe me, I make adjustments all the time. And we'll travel up. Travel my hands over. Move my ruler. And I do stop my machine when I'm doing moving the rulers. Now if this was a pieced quilt, this would have been a seam line. And this, if I need to do any adjusting, is where I will move my ruler just a hair, just so that I can keep on track going sideways, because at the end of the quilt you don't want your clamshells going at an angle. So you can, the adjusting is something you're going to do throughout the quilt. Very easy to do. It does take practice. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.